This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region Volleyball action. Good afternoon and welcome here to West Carter High School and John Hott Brown Court at Holbrook Athletic Complex West for this 16th Region Volleyball action here tonight. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin doing your play-by-play, stats, technical crew, and a little bit of everything else. And maybe even between sets might go down and pop some popcorn down to the concession stand here this afternoon. Thank you all for tuning in and being with us here this afternoon. As after another week of COVID cancelizations for West Carter, being in NTI or virtual last week, having NTI instruction. All sports teams were at a standstill last week. So that meant that West Carter had to end up rescheduling their game on August 30th with Raceland, and that one's been rescheduled to September 25th in a tri-match with East Carter, Raceland, and that's going to be on a Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. So that is West Carter's had two games canceled this year, one of them being with Boyd County. Of course, that was Boyd County on the cancellation, so West Carter picked up a W in that column. And then the second one was during the NTI week there, which included that August 30th game. So we hopefully should have a pretty good matchup here this afternoon, as we do have the host team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets, currently 6-2 on the season, 5-2 if you don't count the COVID cancellation of Boyd County. And they're going to be taking on visitors from Greenup County, the Lady Musketeers, and they are currently 3-6 on the season, but they are definitely in a very tough district to kind of come out of there. So we are hoping for some good volleyball action here today. Of course, West Carter ended up picking up a victory early on this week as they traveled to Bath County on September 7th, and they defeated the Lady Wildcats 3-0. Set scores were 25-11, 25-13, and 25-14. So we are getting a first home game here in a couple weeks, and of course the Lady Comets will be back in action next week on the 13th as they're going to be taking on the Fairview Eagles, the only team that has defeated West Carter so far this year. And then, of course, they're going to be traveling to Russell on the 14th, and then they will be taking on the Fleming County Lady Panthers at home on the 16th. So that's the Lady Comets schedule. But taking a look at Greenup County, as we said, they are in a very tough area to come out of, as they have got Russell, Lewis County, and Raceland all in their in their district. And so that's been several of the games that they have played so far. Greenup County has defeated Lewis County actually earlier 3-1 in the season on August 17th. Defeated Rose Hill Christian 3-1 on August 23rd. And then they picked up a win from a COVID cancellation with Rose Hill Christian on September 2nd. Of course, losses coming from Ashland Blazer, Boyd County, Fairview, East Carter, and Russell. So, as we said, very tough district to come out of, but they're hoping to turn things around here this afternoon. Of course, their last game scheduled for the 7th was against Raceland, but that was a COVID cancellation, and so they are looking at trying to get things back on track and starting to play a little bit more volleyball this year. Of course, West Carter, taking a look at their players and everything, definitely the people that we need to keep an eye on this afternoon. Definitely need to keep an eye out for number 43, Rebecca Stevens, as she has been one of the main attackers and kill getters for the Lady Comets this season, as well as number 3, Jenna Jordan, has been outstanding so far this year. And the Lady Comets have had a pretty good season so far. As we mentioned, the only game that they lost was against Fairview, and but they're hoping to pick up the W on that a little bit later on. Of course, as coming in the back is going to be Haley James, very good libero as well as a server for the Lady Comets, and so we're going to have to keep an eye on them. Of course, the Lady Comets down a few players this afternoon due to COVID protocols and quarantining, and we hope that we wish them well and that they get back to the court very quickly and that there's no illnesses or anything else like that going on. Taking a look at the opposite side of the court with Greenup County, the one that we need to keep our eye on for sure is going to be number 33, Caroline Atkins, who across 9 games has picked up 94 kills, and that's an average of 11.75 kills per game. And of course, there was one game that she did not play in, so that number could probably be just a little bit higher if you don't count the game that she didn't play. But she picked up 22 kills against Lewis County, 19 kills against Rose Hill, 12 kills against Ashland, 10 kills against Ashland, and 10 against Russell. So she is definitely going to be the target that Greenup County is going to be looking for this afternoon, in addition to number 12, McKenna Munn, second leading killer attacker on the Greenup County Lady Musketeers team with 24 on the season. So definitely the Lady Comets are going to have to look out for Caroline Atkins, who's a senior for this matchup. Of course, in addition to being an excellent attacker, she is also the leading ace server for the Greenup County Lady Musketeers. She's got 8 so far on the season. And then I have 2 Lady Musketeers, number 0, Courtney Stevens, a sophomore, with 6 aces on the season so far. And then, of course, number 12, McKenna Munn, a senior as well. And so that's kind of who to look for and who to watch out for so far this for this afternoon. Of course, like I said, thank you very much for tuning in with us. Make sure that you like our video. Make sure you share it, and that way so we can try to get this out to as many people as possible. And it looks like the Lady Comets picked up first serve this afternoon as they are out on the court first. Of course, some big game coming up tomorrow, as it is going to be the battle for the barrel, as West Carter is going to be traveling over to East Carter for the annual Battle of the Barrel for Carter County. And that is going to be a fantastic game, and we're going to be live starting right around 7:15 with the 7:30 kickoff time out there as well. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow. A lot of good football going on. Of course, it seems like, especially in football, the COVID cancelizations have been kind of reduced down just a little bit. Of course, taking a look at tomorrow's cancelizations on there, you've got, of course, local team, only one, really, 2 local teams, or 3 actually, affected by it. Wheelersburg, Ohio was going to be taking on Ashland Paul Blazer, but that game has been canceled due to COVID, and so Wheelersburg is going to pick up the win on that one. And then Fairview is going to be picking up a win as well over Morgan County. Of course, that's all RPI according to the COVID cancellation policy. And, of course, a different interesting way to kind of look at it. Of course, tonight, here in about 13 minutes, the Russell Red Devils is going to be taking on the Lawrence County Bulldogs, and that's going to be at Lawrence County. So some unique Thursday night football, as it's a quick turnaround for the Russell Red Devils, and so they're going to be playing here tonight. The only other game going on tonight as far as football goes is going to be Glasgow at Allen County Scottsville. But as we mentioned, that battle for the barrel is going to be what most people is going to be looking for out there, as the 1-1 West Carter Comets coming off of their win against Fleming County on the 27th. Wasn't affected too much except for loss of practice time, as they were supposed to have an open or a bye week last week. Is now getting ready to face East Carter, and of course it's going to be kind of a little bit of a level playing field, as East Carter was also shut down during that time period. Of course, East Carter ended up they actually ended up with a loss on there. They were undefeated as far as gameplay goes. If you take a look at the Kentucky High School Athletic Association scoreboard, they did pick up a tight victory against Montgomery County in the Recreation Bowl, 22-20. and then they defeated the Round County Vikings 28-8. But then it was a mutual COVID cancellation, so I'm not sure if that counts as a loss for both teams. We'll have to kind of see how that plays into effect, because they were supposed to take on Estill County at that time period. And we'll see if we can try to look that up here real quick. Both teams, since it was a mutual COVID cancellation, both teams ended up picking up a loss, and that was going to be a battle of the undefeated. So it kind of tough, especially, and we're going to have to see how that plays into effect, especially coming on down the line when they start getting into district play, and how they're going to be taking a look at with the rankings as far as 2A goes. But speaking of rankings, we've back to volleyball this afternoon. We've got the top 5 rankings from the Kentucky Volleyball Coaches Association, or the KCVA. Their top 5 for the 16th region has been posted. And here's our current top 5, decorated in green for Round County, as they are number 1 on the list. Of course, last year's runners-up in the tournament, or the 16th region tournament, played a very tough Russell team and ended up losing to them. But Round County's picking up the number 1 ranking from the Coaches Association. And right now, of course, Round County takes a lot of chances and plays a lot of out-of-area teams. Their losses coming from Henry Clay, Logan County, Tates Creek, Scott County, Boyd County, and Logan County, as well as Floyd Central. So the only 16th region loss they've had so far has been against Boyd County. And, of course, as you can see on there as well, Boyd County, number 2 on the list. So that could go just about either way. These rankings are according to the coaches poll that was conducted, and it's available on their website if you want to take a look at that. So Boyd County, number 2, having a good season themselves. Right now, only with 1 loss, and that was against West Carter on a COVID cancellation. So as far as playing games and everything, they are undefeated, 4-0 on the season. But did pick up a loss where they had to cancel the game against West Carter. And then number 3 on the list there is Ashland, of course, another team that you always have to kind of watch out for. Sarah Lynn doing a fantastic job with them, and they have picked up several wins. They're another one that likes to play a lot of out of region teams, as their losses coming in from a very tough Paintsville group, Fairview, and then, of course, they did lose in the Boyd County Invitational due to COVID policy. So several, you're going to see that quite a bit as those popping up as losses. Then number 4 on the list, Fairview, a very tough team this year. I've been having a good outing as well. Of course, they have picked up. They've dropped their last 2 against Russell and Boyd County, but they've had a fantastic start to the season, going undefeated until that moment. Picked up the 16th Region All-A Classic Championship, and so a little bit of a downslide. We're not sure. What effect that has had, or if COVID has had any on that as well. And then number 5, Lewis County, finishing out that list from the Coaches Association. So as we see Greenup County on the court right now, warming up, we'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You are watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And welcome back here to West Carter, and we'd like to remind you that if you'd like to advertise with Manta Sports Media, plenty of spots available. You can contact us at mantasportsmedia@gmail.com, or you can call or text us at 606-207-3315, or give us a message here on Facebook or on YouTube. We're glad to discuss pricing and everything else with you. I'd love to be able to help out our local businesses, especially ones that have been hit hard during this COVID time period and everything else. Definitely want to support our local businesses, such as James Do It Best Hardware, fantastic group. If you're going to eat out, eat local. There's a lot of really good places to eat anywhere near you. If you're down in Mount Sterling, make sure you hit up Cecilia's Country Market. Fantastic breakfast and lunch and dinners, all available for you there. And then on Friday or Saturday night, make sure that if you're looking for some entertainment, if your team's not playing near you, then go ahead and head on down to the GD Drive-In. Fantastic way, especially if you want to watch some new movies or some old movies at times. But if you want to catch some new movies, especially this weekend, head on down to the GD Drive-In, and they will get you set up. And if you're one that's a little bit cautious about getting out in public and everything else, it's a drive-in. You get to stay in your own car, so you get to live in your own little bubble. And they've got some fantastic meals and everything else down at the concession stand, not just your typical popcorn, pop, nachos, and everything else, but they've got burgers and pizza and hot dogs, you name it, and they just about have it. All righty, and so we're about ready to get underway here as we are rolling on here and taking a look at the starting lineup for the Lady Comets. Of course, number 20, Haley James, getting ready to come in. Looks like we've got number 1, Mackenzie Williams out there. Number 43, Rebecca Stevens. Number 42, Alyssa Stone. Number 37, Lauren Nip, number 45, Lily Stevens, and then number 3, Jenna Jordan is out there as well for the Lady Comets. And then we'll take a look here for Greenup County. Of course, in the front left over there is number 33, Caroline Atkins. Definitely someone we need to keep our eye out for this afternoon. But we'll get them, or we'll get the rest of them here. And, of course, number 12, McKenna Munn out there as well. And then number 7, Carly Fannin. And then the libero is out there. And we'll get a few more numbers as we can see them here. Of course, starting off is going to be Haley James of West Carter serving first. And that's going to be a free ball now by Greenup County. Tip over by Lily Stevens, but that one's dug back out. And good dig there by Rebecca Stevens. She's going to go for a back row attack here. That's tipped off the block. Greenup County pushing it over. And that one is going to be a foot fault violation, looks like. So first point's going to go to West Carter as Kevin Hendrickson had the call on the underneath. So West Carter now leads 1-0. And that one's set up over to number 33, and that's going to be attacking error on Atkins. Her first error here this afternoon, but we do know that she can definitely go off for 20-some, 10 to or be in double digits with her kills. So West Carter leads 2-0. Haley James still on the serve. Setting up, this one's going to be a back row. That's Jessie Zapp from Greenup County. Lily Stevens tipping that one over at the joust at the net. And that's going to be Lauren Nip off of number 0, Courtney Stevens. And so West Carter's got a quick 3-0 lead so far here in the first. Of course, this is going to be a battle to 5 sets, so you have to win the best out of 5. As soon as you get 3 points, or 3 games, you are the winner. And so that one sailed just long there by Haley James, and so that'll be Greenup County's first point, 3-1. Of course, looks like out there for Greenup County as well is going to be number 2, Charlie Floyd. And it looks like number 12, McKenna Munn on the serve for Greenup County. Good dive there by James to keep that alive. And that one going to be hit over by Jordan, and so West Carter's going to get the serve back and regain their 3-point lead. That one's going to sail just wide there by Nip, and so lead's cut back down to 2. Checking into the ballgame for the Lady Comets is going to be number 6, Anna Duncan, as she is replacing out Nip. And then, of course, coming into the ballgame looks like number 23, Lakin Russell for Greenup County. And big kill there by Jenna Jordan, her second here of the night. And substitution now as Cora Burton coming in for Mackenzie Williams. And so our score is now 5-2 with Lily Stevens now back to serve for the Lady Comets. And that's going to be set up to the outside. It's going to be hit, and that's going to sail just long. And so West Carter picks up another point and has got their largest lead of the night at 6-2. Nice serve there by Stevens, Lily Stevens. Greenup County having to free ball that one over. Stevens sets up Stevens, and that one blocked there at the net by number 33, Caroline Atkins. So she picks up her first block of the afternoon, and Greenup County cuts the lead back down to 3. So number 33 just got picked up the block, but Caroline Atkins is going to be back to serve now for Greenup County. Stevens getting that one set up. Rebecca Stevens had to free ball that one over. And good kill there by number 11, Jessie Zapp, with her first kill of the afternoon, and cuts the West Carter lead back down to 2. So 6-4 is our score. Getting this one to Jordan again. Nice attack. Good dig there by Atkins. And big block there by Rebecca Stevens. Picks up her first block of the afternoon. And I think I had the score wrong there. It is now 8-4. West Carter with a 4-point lead once again with number 3, Jenna Jordan, back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And that's going to sail long. So service error. Greenup County gets the point back and cuts the lead back down to 3. And it looks like it's going to be number 11, Jessie Zapp, a senior for Greenup County, is going to be serving for the Lady Musketeers. And they're going to call, the line judge has that right on the line, and but that's going to be overruled by the lead official. And they're going to say that one went out of bounds, and so that's going to be 9-5, the score. Rebecca Stevens on the serve, and a little bit of a passing error there for the Musketeers. And actually now I think it's 9-5. I think they got the score corrected back again as Lauren Nip in now for looks like Anna Duncan. And that's going to sail long there by Stevens, and so it's going to be 9-6 is our score at the moment. And substitution here by Greenup County is number 2, Charlie Floyd, coming into the ball game and set to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Good dig there by Stevens, Lily Stevens. Alyssa Stone on the attack. That one's dug out there by Jesse Zapp. On the attack, one-handed by Haley James, keep it alive. Cora Burton on the hustle to try to get it, but that's going to sail just wide of the net, and so Greenup County has cut the West Carter lead back down to 2 at a score of 9-7. Lily Stevens going to set up Rebecca for the back row, and they're going to call that a double contact on the set. And so Greenup County is now within 1 point of West Carter here at 9-8. Still in game number 1 on a series best of 5. And just a little confusion there, a little conversation with Kevin Hendrickson, the down official, with Eric Bays in his 3rd season with the Greenup County Lady Musketeers. Of course, Coach Tackett still at the helm for West Carter. Good dig there by James, one-handed over by Lily Stevens, and they're going to say that was a contact touch. So that's going to sail out of bounds, and so that will be West Carter's point. As Mackenzie Williams checking back in now for Cora Burton, and Williams going back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And it's set up on the left-hand side. That's going to be off the block. And Lily Stevens, nice one-handed over there to keep it going, and so it is now 11-8. West Carter extending out their lead now to 3. And that's going to be a net serve, and so Greenup County will get the ball back. So it's now 11-9. Libero, number 0, Courtney Stevens, a sophomore, back to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Stevens puts that there. A little bit of miscommunication there between Stone and Williams. And that's going to put Greenup County back now within 1 again. 11-10, West Carter still on top. Lily Stevens getting that over to Alyssa Stone. That one rolls over the net. Greenup County able to keep it alive. Free ball. This one trying to go to Nip now. Good dig out by Stevens. Hits it on the left side off the block. Now they're going to get it to their main hitter, number 33, and that is going to be a kill for her. And so our game is now tied up at 11 apiece. Nip hitting that one over, and Stevens losing footing, but Greenup County able to keep that alive. Lily Stevens gets the nip again, and that one's going to sail just long, so Greenup County's got their first lead of the match here at 12-11. Williams gets that to Stevens. Back to Rebecca Stevens on the back row attack, but they're going to say that is out of bounds, and so it's going to be Greenup County point. And we're going to get a timeout here by West Carter, so we'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District. and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
And back here at West Carter again, we're off the serve. Greenup County with a nice kill there by number 12, McKenna Munn. And they are starting to take control of this game, now leading with their largest lead of the night at 3 at 14-11. West Carter was up by 4 a little bit earlier, but Greenup County been sticking around. Stone free ball over. Stevens. Big hit, and that's going to sail just long there by Atkins. And so West Carter catches a break there, and they have cut the lead back down to 2. And it looks like it's going to be Haley James back to serve again as Jenna Jordan comes back in on the front row, and Alyssa Stone heads back out for West Carter. So getting that one set up over to Atkins. And that's going to sail just wide. And so West Carter inching back up at 13-14. And that one's going to be off of the passing error there by Zapp. And West Carter's tied this score up once again at 14 apiece. Served by James. That one's going to be popped up nice and high, trying to get it over to Atkins. Atkins off the block, reflects it back on toward Greenup County, going to get it to her again. That one's going to be off the block again, and that's going to be down for another kill there by Atkins. And so Greenup County takes the lead back again, 15-14. As it looks like number 12, McKenna Munn, back to serve now for Greenup County. Stevens going to set that up to Nip. Nip on the attack. Stretching out was Stevens. Good job getting a hand on it, but couldn't quite finish that off. So West Carter gets the game tied back up again. Anna Duncan checking back in for the Lady Comets as she replaces out Lauren Nip. And so Anna Duncan back to serve for the Lady Comets. Gets a little help from the net and picks up an ace here this afternoon and gives West Carter back the lead again at 16-15. That one's dug out by Stevens. They're going to try to get it to Atkins in the middle. Tries to cross-court it, and they're going to say that was a net violation there against, trying to figure out who they had. Might have been Lily Stevens or Jenna Jordan. I was trying to figure out who he said, but either way, Greenup County gets the point back, and we are tied once again. Number 23, Lakin Russell, checking back in again for the Lady Musketeers. Stevens one-hands it over. Free ball opportunity by West Carter. Gets it up to Rebecca Stevens. Dug back out of the net there by Lily Stevens. Good job to keep it alive. Rebecca gets it over top of the tape. Dug back out by West Carter. Lily Stevens free ball over. Good job by both teams to keep it up and keep it alive. Big hit there by number 11, Jesse Zapp. And Greenup County's got the lead back again here at 17-16. And this may be Carly Fannin on the serve for Greenup County, and that one sails wide. So Wes Carter's tied the game back up again off of the service error. Cora Burton checking back in for Mackenzie Williams, heads into the front row as Lily Stevens, number 45 for Wes Carter, back to serve for the Lady Comets. They're going to get this over on the left-hand side, and that's going to be off of Anna Duncan, and so Greenup County picks up another point. 18-17 is your score. Greenup County leads by 1. 4 points have been the largest lead by either team here tonight. As number 33, Caroline Atkins, set to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. And that's going to be an ace for her as she picks up another one on the season. And so Greenup County has got the lead now, 19-17. And that's going to be back-to-back aces there by Greenup County. And trying to keep up with the scoreboard here to make sure that we got it. The score here has got it 19-17. Jenna Jordan on the attack off the fingertips there of Munn. Big swing there by Jordan, but that one heads into the net. And so according to the score here, it is 20-17. Greenup County leads once again here by 3. And that one's going to sail. All right, that's going to be inbounds as they say that on that hit, Greenup County just watched it head over, thought it was going to be out, but ended up being inbounds. And so Wes Carter gets a little bit of a break there and cuts the Greenup County lead down to 2. Jenna Jordan on the serve for Wes Carter. Free ball by Greenup County. Good dig there by Jordan. And Wes Carter got out of system there as Lily Stevens was heading toward the back row and no one covering the setting position. And so just an out of system position. And it is now 22-18. They've got the score updated here. Don't want to go anything other than what the official score is. And that's going to sail just long by number 11, Jesse Zapp. And we're back again to a 3-point lead at 22-19. And looks like now Lauren Knipp checking back into the ball game for the Lady Comets as Rebecca Stevens back to serve. And that one, a little bit of miscommunication there between the Musketeers as number 23, Lakin Russell, on the attacking error, hit that right over top of Zapp. So that'll give Wes Carter the point. But Wes Carter ends up giving it right back. And so Greenup County with the 3-point lead at the moment. And number 2, Charlie Floyd Jr. For Greenup County, checking in and getting back to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Joust at the net. And that's going to put set point number 1 here for Greenup County. And Wes Carter's going to take their second timeout. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on the Manta Sports Media Network.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road. for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices. With the little
and hate to cut the commercial short, but the officials ready to roll here as it's set point number 1. Nip trying to keep West Carter alive. Hits it in the back row of Greenup County. Greenup pushing it over. Stevens gets it set up to Nip. Nip back row, and that sails just long. And so Greenup County is going to pick up the first game here this afternoon as our final score is going to be Greenup 25, West Carter 20. So they pick up game 1. Greenup County will have the serve to start the second game. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, case knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
And we're back here at West Carter, where Greenup County is going to have first serve on the court for the Lady Comets. Going to have Haley James coming in, but Jenna Jordan, Rebecca Stevens, Mackenzie Williams, Alyssa Stone, Lauren Nip, and Lily Stevens for the Lady Comets. Jenna Jones stepping off the court for Haley James. On the court for Greenup County, got number 7, Carly Fannin, number 33, Caroline Atkins. Number 11, Jesse Zapp. Number 2, Charlie Floyd. Number 45, just coming off the court, Sadie Chaffins. For number 0, Courtney Stevens. And set to serve for Greenup County is going to be number 12, McKenna Munn. And this has been the first set that West Carter has lost since or in September. I know September's a little bit early, but some bouncing around there, and finally going to call 4 contacts against the Lady Comets. So Greenup County is going to strike first, but that was the first set that West Carter's lost this season to a non-Fairview team. Fairview defeated them on August 21st, and West Carter has been perfect since then until tonight. And so that's going to be attacking error against the Comets, and so Greenup County picks up an early 2-0 lead here against West Carter. Good dig there by James, and that's going to be a net call against Lily Stevens. So Greenup County picking up 3 quick points. Here against the Lady Comets. And That's going to sail just long on the service error there by Munn. And so West Carter gets its first point and serve as Alyssa Stone back to serve now for the Lady Comets. Getting the set up to Atkins. Atkins, big hit, but sails long. So West Carter starting to come back in this game now. Still early on in set number 2, where our score's 3-2. Of course, remember this is a best out of 5 competition. Each game goes to 25 points, and that one's going to be a hitting error against Stevens, and so Greenup County gets the ball back in a 2-point lead. Number 23 checking in for Greenup County, Lakin Russell, freshman coming in on the front row. As looks like number 7, Carly Fannin, back to serve for Greenup County. Nip hits that over, but that's deep, and that's going to be out of bounds. So Greenup County with the point. And Williams tried to get that up to Nip, but it was a hitting error. So West Carter gives up the point again, and Greenup County is now with their largest lead of this second set, 6-2. And it's going to be free chance as Greenup County free balls it over, and that one's going to go just short, and so Greenup County now with a 5-point lead. That one off the net. Jones tried to get that popped up, but no one there to help her out. And so Greenup County now with a 6-point lead at 8-2. Haley James, back row attack. Going to get this to Atkins. That's going to be off of the net. And West Carter picks up the point and starts cutting back into this Greenup County lead. It's now 8-3. And pushed over there, kind of caught West Carter off of guard as Jesse Zapp, the setter, pushed that one over. And so West Carter gives up the point, and looks like Anna Duncan checking in for the Lady Comets. But we're going to get a timeout, so we'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
The next time you're in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And back here at West Carter, where there is a little bit of a water spill as one of the parents was throwing the bottle to the Greenup County player. Ended up hitting square on the bottom and denting it in and causing a little bit of a water explosion on the side. And assistant AD Ryan Rayborn on the save here for West Carter as he's coming out there to get that water cleaned up. So Greenup County has been hitting very well in this second set, kind of stunning the Comets at the moment here with the score of 9-3. West Carter needs to make a few adjustments on the defensive side to try to get back into this game. They need to get into their offense and get back into their system, as it seems like they've been pulled out of it a few different times. The setter getting out of place and not having someone come back into position with it. So West Carter's going to have to address that here, especially if they want to pick up the W here this afternoon. And so takes a village to get the floor all dry and everything else and ready to roll, as got the Greenup County coach Keith Bays over there, Linda Burton over there as well. Trying to make sure, because definitely don't want anybody to get a hurt ankle or anything else, especially at this point of the season, because we're about mid-season here within this volleyball, the 2021 volleyball season. And looks like things are all cleaned up and ready to roll, as it's going to be Caroline Atkins back to serve for Greenup County. As they're leading this match 1-0, and is currently leading this set 9-3. Good dig there by James. Stevens sets it up to Jordan. Jordan, big swing, but that sails just wide left. And so Greenup County first to double digits here and now has a 7-point lead. James backs up with Stevens. This time going to get it back to Duncan. Duncan hits it into the secondary of Greenup County. One hands it over. Good dig there by James. Stevens to Stevens again, and that's going to be a nice kill there, as that's off the hand of Munn. And so West Carter needed that point to try to get themselves the momentum back in their court. As Cora Burton checking in for Mackenzie Williams, and Lily Stevens back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And that one too close to the net, and Jenna Jordan is right there I believe that was Jordan on the kill there for West Carter. And so West Carter getting back-to-back points has cut the Greenup County lead back down to 5. Crossover to number 45, Chaffins. And they're going to say that's a net violation on Burton. And so net fault gets the ball back into Greenup County's hands and back to a 6-point lead once again. Getting this little miscommunication, but Rebecca Stevens there for the free ball for West. Middle attack this time, hits it in the back shelf is Chaffins. Freshman, and that's going to get the lead back up to 7 for Greenup County. And James gets it, and a little bit of luck there as hit it a little bit too strong, trying to get it up to Stevens, but West Carter benefits off of that as it falls right in front of Chaffins. And so West Carter picks up the point now, and it's back down to a 6-point lead. And Haley James on the serve now for the Lady Comets. Greenup County gets it to the middle, one-handed over. Duncan over to Burton. Burton gets it to James for a back row, and that's going to be a kill for James, as puts it right just out of the reach of Carolyn Atkins' area, as she was covering back middle. And so West Carter now cuts it down to a 5-point lead, 12-7. Gets it back over to the left-hand side, pushed over. Pushed once again by Lily Stevens. Greenup County pushes again. Neither team able to get it set up. That time they get it to James in the back row. And it's going to be a free ball over by Greenup County. Gets it to Rebecca Stevens on the attack, and good dig there to keep that alive. I think that was Fannin. But off of the hitting error, Wes Carter gets the point and cuts the Greenup County lead back down to 4. So it's 12-8 here. Greenup County still leading, but Wes Carter starting in on the charge off the back of Haley James serves and attacks. And that's going to be right at the net. Rebecca Stevens with the kill. So 3-point lead now as Wes Carter inching their way back into this game. Gets this set up. It's going to be another free ball by Greenup County. And that one's going to sail just long. So Wes Carter has at one point down 7 points, is now just 2 points away from catching up to the Lady Musketeers. Gets this over to the left, pushed out by Greenup County. Rebecca Stevens on the swing. Greenup County able to keep that alive. Swung by 45 Chaffins. Stevens, and off of the block is going to be Wes Carter. So Wes Carter, well, score has it here. May have missed a point somewhere, but it is 12-12 at the moment. Wes Carter is now tied up Greenup County here at the scoreboard. And that one's going to be off of the Stevens block. Is going to be number 11, Jessie Zapp. So she's going to give Greenup County back the lead again. As Charlie Floyd checking back in for Lakin Russell is set to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Good dig there by Duncan. One-handed by Stone. Pushed by Greenup County. And that's going to be a ball handling prolonged contact there by Lily Stevens. And so Greenup County now back up with a 2-point lead, 14-12. And service error against Floyd gets Wes Carter back within 1. And Nip's going to come back in as she replaces out Duncan. So Lauren Nip back in for Wes Carter. And Rebecca Stevens back to serve now for the Lady Comets. Good dig there by James. Nip gets it over to Stone. Good dig there by Atkins. One-handed over. And Wes Carter's going to say that it was on outside, and they do get the appeal. So the up official saying that one went outside of the antenna. And so that is out of bounds anytime it's not within that red and white, as we always call that in the business, the candy cane. If it's outside of that, that is a point for the other team. Sets it up. Attack there by number 7. 45, Chaffins on the attack. Gets it to, Nip. And big kill there by number 12, Munn, as she gets Greenup County back on top, 15-14. So Coach Tackett going going to be picking up Mallory Hicks off the bench, and she's checking into the ball game for the Lady Comets as Courtney Stevens back to serve now for Greenup County. And it's going to be a net serve, so Wes Carter gets this tied back up again in this race to 25. Remember, you must win by 2. So that is the scoring of volleyball. You must win by 2. So if we get to 25-25, first person to score get a 2-point lead, then that is going to be your winner for the set. And it's going to be a net serve there by Williams, and so Greenup County's got the lead back again, 16-15. So after Greenup County kind of getting a huge lead to start things off, West Carter's starting to inch their way back into this game and holding on, not wanting to give this one up. Big hit there by Hicks, but blocked by Greenup County back to Rebecca Stevens, and can't handle that. And so Greenup County back up with a 2-point lead at 17-15. And that's going to be an ace there by Munn. So Greenup County now with a 3-point lead at 18-15. And we're going to get a substitution here as Coach Tackett going to pull up Abby Daniel off the bench, and she's going to replace out Mackenzie Williams. And nice hit there by Mallory Hicks. Gives West Carter back the point. It's now 18-16. With Alyssa Stone back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And that's going to sail just long, so Greenup County back with the point and a 3-point lead. Number 23, Lakin Russell, checking back in for the Lady Musketeers as she's replacing out Charlie Floyd. And number 7, Carly Fannin, back to serve now for the Musketeers. Dig there by James, gets it over top the net. Still in play. Hicks can't get it over the net, and they're going to have that as West Carter point, say that the ball was down. So actually no point on there. So no point scored. So it should be 19-16. That one just off the net. Jordan able to get that one, and Stevens hits that one long. And so Greenup County now with the 4-point lead, 20-16. And that's going to be just wide, so West Carter gets the ball back. And number 6, Anna Duncan, checking back into the ball game for Mallory Hicks. And Duncan's going to be serving for the Lady Comets. Little question on the scoring there. They've got it 20-16. I've got it 20-17. We'll see if that gets fixed on the scoreboard here shortly, or we'll match up with what they have. Good dig by Greenup County, and that's going to be a double contact there. Ball handling against Zapp. And so West Carter's scoreboard showing 20-17 with Duncan still serving. Popped up by Greenup County. Atkins on the attack. And that's going to hit just in the back corner. So another kill there by Carolyn Atkins. And it is 21-17. And Atkins heading back to serve for Greenup County. Hit over by West Carter. Greenup County trying to get it set up. Chaffins on the attack. This time Rebecca Stevens with a good swing. Greenup County able to dig that one out. Back row attack by Greenup County, and that one at the net. Lily Stevens can't hang on to that, and so Greenup County 3 points away from picking up back-to-back sets here against the Lady Comets. Stevens crosses over the line. Lost her footing there, and the foot went over the line, so it's going to give a point to Greenup County, and they are now 2 points away from claiming this second set. Joust at the net. That one won by Lily Stevens as she went up against Sadie Chaffins and ends up picking up the point. So Lily Stevens back to serve as Cora Burton checking into the ball game for the Lady Comets. She replaces out Mackenzie Williams. Gets that one set up to Chaffins. And nice placement, a good dive there by James, but that's going to be set point for Greenup County as they've got 6 set points to try to pick up the second set here. And that's going to sail just long, so West Carter hanging in this, 19-24. Alyssa Stone heading back in as Jen Jordan comes off that way, so Haley James should be back to serve for the Lady Comets. That one's dug up. It's going to be a free ball by Greenup County. Lily Stevens sets up Rebecca Stevens, who tips it over. Left side attack, and that's going to be in there for a kill. So number 12, Munn, puts it away, and Greenup County is going to be taking a 2-0 lead as they have defeated the West Carter Comets in set number 2, 25-19. So we'll be getting set up here for game number 3. West Carter, it's a must-win situation for the Lady Comets to keep in this match. But we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And we're back here at West Carter as we're heading into set number 3. Greenup County currently leads 2-0 in this best of 5. On the court now for Greenup County, we of course have number 33, Carolyn Atkins, number 7, Carly Fannin, number 12, McKenna Munn, number 0, Courtney Stevens, number 2, Charlie Floyd, and number 11, Jesse Zapp. Of course, the West Carter Lady Comets taking a little bit of extra time on coming out of the set break. Of course, there's usually 3 minutes between sets, and West Carter's taking advantage of every second that they can on there, trying to make some adjustments to get some communication between the team and get some additional movement and try to get them back in system. As West Carter, it's like they've seemed to kind of fall out of system at times. They'll get streaks, which they did come back in that game against Greenup County as they were being down 7 to get it tied up, and then a little bit of a back and forth match until finally Greenup County took control. So Greenup County 2-0 up in this set, and Haley James on the serve for West Carter. Mackenzie Williams on the court, as well as Rebecca Stevens, Jenna Jordan, Lily Stevens, and Lauren Knipp. There's first serve there by James. We're going to try to give this one over to Atkins. Atkins blocked by Stevens, Lily Stevens. Good dig there by Haley James. And that's going to make contact outside of the net, so West Carter going to strike first here in this game number 3. And pushed over by Munn. Lily Stevens on the kick, or on the hit. Jesse Zapp tried to save that one goalie style, but unsuccessful. So good effort there by Zapp, but West Carter gets the point, and they are up 2-0 here in this third set. And I want to say that they're trying to figure out where that's going to be, and line judge not sure where it's at, and they're going to say that one was out of bounds. So Greenup County with the ball after a little discussion. That's why your line judge is very important for the officiating team to have good quality line judges. They're going to try to give this one to Atkins, and that's going to be off the net, so attacking error on Atkins, and West Carter gets the ball back. It's now 3-1. So Lauren Knipp back to serve for the Lady Comets. Dug out by Stevens. Gets it over to Atkins off the block. James back in the play. Stevens to Stevens, and still alive, but Jordan makes that fourth contact, so Greenup County gets the ball back at 3-2. So Anna Duncan into the ball game now for West Carter's Lauren Knipp, and number 23 Lakin Russell into the ball game for Greenup County. Good hit there by Duncan, and gets Greenup County off the mark, and so that's going to be a point for West Carter as Cora Burton coming in for Mackenzie Williams. So Lily Stevens back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And Greenup County thought that one was heading out, kind of caught Munn off guard. And so West Carter now with a 3-point lead at 5-2. So ace there by Lily Stevens. Popped up by Courtney Stevens. And that's going to be a down ball as Munn can't get to it. And so West Carter starting to pull away a little bit, 6-2 here in this third set. Free ball over by Greenup County. Lily Stevens on the attack, but a little too strong on that. And so Greenup County is going to get the ball back at 6-3. Sadie Chafin's checking back in as Courtney Stevens heading off the court. And Caroline Atkins back to serve for the Lady Musketeers. Becca Stevens on the attack off the block. Gets a set over on the left-hand side, one-handed. Good dig out by James. Jenna Jordan on the attack and the kill. So Jenna Jordan starting to light up here in this third set. Gives Wes Carter a 4-point lead as she's back to serve now for the Lady Comets. Dug out there by number 7, Fannin. Hits in the back row. Jordan gets that put up. Gets it over to Duncan. And it's going to be free ball, Greenup County. Lily Stevens with the push. And that's going to fall down right in front of Atkins. So Wes Carter now with a 5-point lead here in the third set. And it's going to be a net service there by Jordan. And so Greenup County has the point. It's 8-4. Back to serve for Greenup County's number 11, Zapp. James gets it up front. Stone, free ball over. Pushed over by Greenup County. Good dig out there by Lily Stevens. Haley James on the hit, and that's going to be a down ball. So Wes Carter picks up another point off of the James kill. Lauren Knipp back in the game. She did a good job there to keep underneath the height of the net. As libero, you can't attack above the height of the net. So she did a good job to keep herself there. And that's going to be off of the block by Cora Burton. Big block there by Burton. And that's going to put Greenup County down by 6. And so we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Back here at Wes Carter, where Wes Carter has a 10-4 lead. Rebecca Stevens off the serve, hits that off the tape. Able to be dug out by Greenup County, but attacking error on McKenna Munn. And so Wes Carter's now got their largest lead of the night at 7. And that's going to be a net serve, net fault. And so Greenup County gets the ball back at 5-11. Charlie Ford checking back in for Lakin Russell, and she'll be serving now for the Lady Musketeers. Gets this one over to Knipp. Good attack, good dig out there by Atkins. Big hit by Greenup County's Chaffins. Burton puts that one over, and that one's going to sail just long. And so that'll be point Greenup County. So number 2, Floyd, back serving for Greenup County. Burton gets this to Stevens on the back row attack. Gets this one to Nip now. And hits it to Atkins, and good hustle there by Floyd, but little too short on that one. So Wes Carter picks up the point again, and it is now 12-6. With Cora Burton back to serve for the Lady Comets. And that's going to be in there for an ace. So ace for Cora Burton, and it is now 13-6. Wes Carter tying their largest lead of the night at 7. Good dig out there by Atkins. One-handed over there by Munn, and she's going to get that one down. And so Greenup County is going to get back the ball, and the lead is cut back down to 6. As Courtney Stevens coming in for Chaffins, and looks like Mackenzie Williams coming back in for Burton for Wes Carter. And Courtney Stevens on the serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Popped up there by Nip. Lily Stevens, free ball over. Greenup County trying to keep that alive. And Stone tried to get it, but she was blocked out by her own player. And so Greenup County cutting the lead down to 5, 13-8. Good dig out there by Stevens. Lauren Nip on the attack off the block, and they're going to say that Carolyn Atkins was in the net, so Wes Carter benefits off that and gets the lead back up to 6 as Jenna Jordan comes back in on the front row, and Haley James is going to be serving now for the Lady Comets. And that one, a hitting error there by Zapp, and so Wes Carter back up on top by 7 at 15-8. Haley James still on the serve for the Lady Comets. And dives for that one, and good block there by Lauren Nip as they just put it just over top of the net into Wes Carter territory, and she is there for the block. And so Wes Carter now with an 8-point lead, doubling up the Lady Musketeers score. Diving stop there by Floyd, but hits that one out of bounds. So Wes Carter with their largest lead of the night at 9. And we're going to take a timeout here. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Fall and winter just around the corner. Make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
Haley James on the serve for Wes Carter. Dug out by Greenup County, gets it over to Atkins on the left-hand side. Big hit, but good stop there by James, and nice one-hander there by the Lady Comets, and so they extend out their lead, now a double-digit lead, and largest lead of the night by either team at 10. And joust at the net, that time won by Nip. Free ball over by Greenup County. West Carter can try to take advantage of this. Gets it to Rebecca Stevens, and that's going to sail just wide. And so Greenup County is going to get the point back on the attacking error. So McKenna Munn back to serve for Greenup County. Gets that one over the net. Atkins puts it right in, but good block there by Lily Stevens. Free ball over by Greenup County. West Carter can take advantage of this. Gets it over to Jordan. And that one off the top of the net, but sails out of bounds. And so Greenup County is now in double digits, but West Carter still with an 8-point lead. Joust at the net again. Kicked up there. That's legal. And big kill there by Atkins. That is legal because there is nothing in the rule books that says that you cannot kick the ball. You just can't prolong contact it, so you can contact it with any part of your body that you want to. Usually that don't work, but Greenup County's number 11 able to get that one working for him. Jenna Jordan on the hit and puts that in the back shelf. Stevens can't handle it, so that's going to be another kill there by Jordan. So 19-11 as Anna Duncan checking into the ball game now for Lauren Nip. Some of the best hits I've seen, if you watch or Google up YouTube bicycle kicks in volleyball, it does happen more frequently than what you know. And there's a into the net is Greenup County, and so West Carter now 5 points away from taking their first set here in this match. Going to try to get this over to Atkins, but puts it up just a little bit too far. She can't get a good swing on it, so Duncan gets it over to Jordan. And that's going to be another kill there for Jenna Jordan. As West Carter starting to come alive here in this third set. Leads Greenup County by 10, 21-11. Sometimes if you go up by 2, a lot of times some teams will kind of take their foot off the gas and allow the other team to kind of come in. That one sails out of bounds, and so West Carter now 3 points away from picking up this third game victory. In volleyball, you definitely don't want to let the other team have any kind of chance to get some momentum underneath them, as that one sails into the net on a service error, and so Greenup County gets the point, and it is 22-11 as Lakin Russell checks back into the ballgame for the Lady Musketeers. Dug out by James. Jenna Jordan with the swing once again. That's going to be popped up. Greenup County going to have to free this one over. Williams on the pop-up. Gets it to Haley James. Backs Rose, but they're able to dig that one out, but it's going to be another free ball. West Carter chance to try to capitalize on this. Rebecca Stevens on the swing and gets that off of the hands of Courtney Stevens. And so West Carter now with an 11-point lead, 23-12, as Cora Burton checks back in for Mackenzie Williams. And Lily Stevens back to serve for the Lady Comets. She's hoping to finish this one off, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going into the fourth set. Popped up and over the net, so West Carter with an opportunity here. Jenna Jordan, good swing dug out there by number 7, and attacking error by Zapp. And so West Carter has got set point number 1. They've got a total of, I believe, 12 set points they can have. So this one's looks like it's going to go into the West Carter column here. And a little miss hit, and that is going to be it. West Carter takes game number 3 by a score of 25-12 And so we'll be back here momentarily as West Carter keeping alive in this game. So we're going to be heading into game number 4. It's Greenup County 2, West Carter 1. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
And we're back here at West Carter, where Greenup County will have first serve as they're going to try to get back on the track that they were on for the first 2 sets. West Carter just dominating in set number 3, coming alive. And if you're Greenup County, that's not a position you want to be in. You're still forcing West Carter to win 2 sets in a row. But you definitely want to try to get yourself in position to try to win this set and close it out. But West Carter, definitely a tough team. As we said, they've only lost a couple sets, or I think it was a total of maybe 5 sets this season before tonight, and all those against Fairview. Well, if your football team's not playing this weekend, or if you need something to do on Friday night or Saturday night, head down to the Judy Drive-In, where Malignant is going to be showing a new release, Rated R, with co-feature Forever Purge, Rated R. Gates open up at 7 p.m., showtime at 7:30, and you can purchase your tickets live or online at the judydrivein.com. And so Greenup County getting things started off here. Popped up, and they're going to try to get this one over to Atkins. And missed a foot line call on her. She was had both feet completely on the other side. The result is still the same. West Carter gets the point, but she hit that ball a ton, but ended up with both feet on the other side of the line, which is a violation. Was not caught. So West Carter benefits off of the ball handling, the attacking error. Atkins tries to get it again, and this time rolls off of the net. She had a good hit on there, but just rolls across the tape just enough to land out of bounds. And so Alyssa Stone will be serving for the Lady Comets. Popped up by Greenup County. Going to give this one to Atkins again. This time she lightly hits it over and puts it in front of 2 Lady Comets and picks up the point for Greenup County. Haley James checking in coming in as libero for West Carter, and number 23 Lakin Russell coming in for Greenup County. As looks like number 7 Carly Fannin back to serve for the Lady Musketeers. That one's in the net, so net serve. I've got 3-1, but the scoreboard here's got it at 2 apiece, so we'll see if that gets changed here shortly. Popped up by Greenup County. Atkins on the hit, and Jordan back to her again, and that's going to be off the block, and so good kill there by Jordan. And they've got 3-2, so we'll match up what's on the scoreboard here. So 3-2, West Carter up by 1. So big hit there by Jordan off the block, got it right back to her for the kill. A little bit of a miss hit there by Atkins, but Greenup County able to get the ball freed over. Rebecca Stevens off the hit, and they're going to say that is a net violation against number 23, Lakin Russell, and so West Carter benefits off that and picks up the point, and so it's now 4-2, West Carter. Lauren Knipp on the serve for the Lady Comets. This time gets it to Duncan. Duncan to Stevens and hits that one just wide, and so Greenup County breathes a sigh of relief there. As number 2, Leah Patton checking into the ball game now for the Lady Comets. Her first time into the lineup this afternoon. As Atkins back to serve for Greenup County. Popped up by James. Duncan gets it close to the net, and Jordan puts it over there, and that's going to be a net call against Greenup County, and so West Carter benefits off that. And Cora Burton checking in for Mackenzie Williams. And Anna Duncan back to serve now for the Lady Comets as they are up 5-3. Net serve, and so it's back to a 1-point game, or excuse me, it is 6-3. 6-3. Back to serve now, number 11, Jessie Zapp. Gets it over to Jordan, big swing. That was tipped. Green lead hit, and that is going to put West Carter on top 7-4. Haley James back to serve now for the Lady Comets. And it's going to pick up an ace, so good hit there by James. And West Carter rolling down. I think I got off a point there. Thought I had a little bit of a network issue, but we're still rolling. And that's going to sail out of bounds, and so that'll be point Greenup County. And substitution, Greenup County's number 2, Charlie Floyd, checking in for Lakin Russell, and Floyd's going to be back serving for Greenup County. Gets it over to Alyssa Stone off the net. Good dig there by Greenup County, and that's going to be a net call against number 45, Sadie Chaffins. And so West Carter first to hit double digits at 10-5. Rebecca Stevens back to serve now for the Lady Comets. Pops it up, going to get it over, gets it to Atkins for a back row attack. Sorry for going out a little bit far there. James on a back row attack, and puts it just a little too close to the net. Fannin can't handle it, and so West Carter's got a 5-point lead. They've got it 10-5 here. Rebecca Stevens still serving for West Carter. Able to dig that one out. Atkins gets this one over to Stone. Dug out by Greenup County, pushed over. West Carter can take advantage of this. Haley James on the attack. Dug out by Greenup County. Going to get this over to Stone. Stone hits it just a little too hard, and so that's going to be Greenup County ball. And so I've got it as 10-6, and I believe that's what they got it here as well. Of course, our scoreboard's independent. So whatever they have down there, I try to match on here. And that's served by Chaffins in the net. So West Carter regains their 5-point lead at 11-6. And it looks like it's going to be Cora Burton back on the serve for West Carter. She had an ace earlier in the night. That one's going to be in the net, so back to a 4-point lead. Mackenzie Williams checking into the ball game for Cora Burton. And Greenup County, I believe that's number 12, Munn on the serve for the Lady Musketeers. Good dig out there by Stevens. Nip free balls it over. One-handed by Greenup County. Good dig out there by James. Gets it over to Stone. Stone gets that one in the net, so attacking error by the Comets. And Greenup County starting to inch back up again, cuts the lead down to 3. And service error there by Munn. West Carter breathes a sigh of relief. And Jordan checks back in as James heads back to the bench, and Alyssa Stone back to serve for the Lady Comets. It's going to hit it on the outside. Good dive there by Jordan to keep it alive. Free ball over by Stevens, able to get it one-handed by Atkins. And that one's going to be hit right into the stomach there of Nip. Can't handle onto it, and so that's going to be Greenup County point, so 12-9. Russell's checking back in for Greenup County with number 7, Fannin, back to serve for the Lady Musketeers. Good dig out by West Carter. It's going to get this one. James one-hands it over. Good dig there by Courtney Stevens. Atkins going to get it to the outside. Good dig by West Carter, but that one's going to sail just long as Rebecca Stevens on the hit. And Greenup County's cut the lead now down to 2. Fannin still on the serve for Greenup County. Tipped over by Duncan. Close to the net, but able to get it. James gets it. Good dig out by Jordan. Duncan free-balled it over, so good rally there by West Carter. Huge swing, but dug out by Rebecca Stevens. Now Jordan with a swing of her own and gets that one down for the kill. Good rally there by the Lady Comets as they keep it alive long enough to get back in system, and then finally gets it over to Jenna Jordan for the big swing. Lauren Nip on the serve for the Lady Comets. Gets a little help from the net, but Greenup County can handle on the second pass, and so that's going to be point West Carter, and it is 14-10. So West Carter starting to feel a little bit of the momentum coming back their way again. Pops this up. That's going to be free ball Greenup County. And James on the attacking error. And so that's going to be point Greenup County, back to a 3-point lead again. Leah Patton checking back in for Lauren Nip. And I think Munn checking back in for Greenup County. Atkins on the serve. Jordan, big swing. Atkins, good dig out. We're going to try to get it over to Duncan this time. Hits that one into the net, and so Greenup County still hanging on, 2-point deficit by the Lady Musketeers as they're trying to close in. Atkins on the serve again, dug out by Rebecca Stevens. And that one off of the block, Sadie Chaffins went up for the block, and Haley James with the point. So it is 15-12, and Cora Burton checks back in for Mackenzie Williams. Of course, just a reminder that teams have 18 substitutions that they can have. Of course, maybe a few more if there's an emergency substitution that needs to be made if a player is hurt. Dug out by Greenup County. Atkins, back row attack, dug out by James. Gets it to Jordan, big swing of her own, and that one puts it right in front of Atkins for the kill. As we said, Greenup County was backed off in that third set, or the Lady Comets stepped on the gas during that third set to keep things going. And right now, starting to roll just a little bit here in this 4 set. But unforced error there gives Greenup County back the ball and keeping them in the game. It's a 3-point deficit, 16-13. Number 11, Jesse Zapp on the serve for the Lady Musketeers. Going to get this back to James, back row attack. Going to get this in the middle and puts it in the back shelf. Big kill there for Chaffins. And so Greenup County now closing the lead. It's West Carter lead now trails by 2. Popped up. We're going to get this one to James on the pushover. Off of the block attack. And Stevens tries to put it over top of her back, ends up rolling her shoulders over and hitting that out of bounds. And so Greenup County is now 1 point away from tying this ball game. And we're going to have an out of alignment against the Lady Comets. As they're trying to get this one figured out to see if they were out of alignment or not. Of course, if the team is not in proper serving order, when at the time the ball is served, it can be killed. So Coach Tackett trying to explain the system she has her players in. So no point there. After an explanation, the R2 corrects said that the alignment was correct, and so it's going to be a reserve, no point by either team. Stevens gets it back there, but off the block. Hit it right into the hands of Chaffins, and she can't handle on to it. And so West Carter now with a 2-point lead once again. Haley James back to serve for the Lady Comets. Atkins back row attack. Duncan pops it up to Patton. Back to James. That's popped up by Greenup County. It's going to be pushed over. West Carter on the chance for the offensive. Gets it over to Stone. Atkins gets it. And it's going to be Rebecca Stevens with the dump. And it gives West Carter the point. And so it's going to be 18-15. And little miscommunication as Zapp across the court hit that right off the hands, and we're going to get a timeout here at Greenup County. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region volleyball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The next time you're in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
And we're back here again. Haley James on the serve. And Just about mishandled by Greenup County, but gets that in the back shelf. Kind of a bang-bang play there. And puts it just right in the back corner. Wes Carter thought that one was heading out, but ended up being Greenup County's point. And so now it's a 3-point ball game once again here at 19-16. So number 2, Floyd on the serve for Greenup County. And picks up an ace shot. So closes the lead now, the Wes Carter lead down to 2. Popped up by Patton. Duncan, DeBurton. Good hit off of the block, and Atkins tries to come in and save it, but a little too short, so Wes Carter first one to 20. As Lauren Knipp checking into the ball game now for Alea Patton. And Rebecca Stevens on the serve for the Lady Comets. Gets it over to Atkins, back row. Stevens with the dig. James back row. And they're going to have to free this one over. Chance for Wes Carter. James underhands it to Burton. Off the block. Still a live ball. Pushed over by Stone. And that one's still a live ball. James hits it back, hoping to catch Greenup County out of their system. Pushed over. And catches Wes Carter bunched up in the front right corner and ends up getting the point by sending it to the Wes Carter secondary. Courtney Stevens on the serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Popped up by James to Duncan. He's getting it to Stone. Going to get it to Atkins in the middle. And off of the stretched out arms of James, Atkins picks up another kill, and they are now within 1 point of the Lady Comets. So this game has definitely been back and forth. Of course, Lady Comets need to keep this one to stay alive in this match. Burton on the attack, cross courts it, but that sails out of bounds, and we are tied up at 20 apiece. So now it's going to be first to 5, win by 2. Remember, the team has to get to 25 points and be up with a 2-point lead. And little miscommunication as Duncan can't get over to it. And Greenup County takes a late lead here in this fourth set. Wes Carter needs to pick up the pace here and play some smart volleyball to keep themselves alive in this game. Burton on the attack, good dig out by Greenup County. Dug out by James, going to get it back to her in the back row. Popped up by Stevens of Greenup. Big swing, and that is in there for a kill. As that is a Munn. And Wes Carter's going to take a timeout. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on the Manta Sports Media Network.
Fall and winter just around the corner. Make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
And back here where both teams have taken one timeout. Greenup County starting a little bit of a rally here late in this fourth set. In this best out of 5, Greenup County leads 2-1 right now. Wes Carter is going to need to get a stop right here to give themselves just a little bit of breathing room. Duncan over to Knipp. Dug out by Greenup County. Want to get it back over to her. Good dig there by Stevens. It's going to get popped up, pushed over by Greenup County. Duncan gets it over to Stone. Hits it into the secondary, but Stevens is there for the stop. Big hit there by Atkins. Good dig out by Stevens, and little miscommunication between Duncan and James, and Greenup County now with the 3-point lead, 23-20. And this is that momentum switch that we said once again earlier that can happen. Dug out by Burton. Gets it to Stone off the block. And they're going to have a net violation against Atkins, Carolyn Atkins. And so Wes Carter breathes a little sigh of relief as they pick up another point. Mackenzie Williams checking back in for Cora Burton is going to be serving for the Lady Comets. Wes Carter's got a little bit of ground to make up here. Has to play some good volleyball to keep in this match. Popped up, trying to get over to Atkins. Offset, pushes her deep, and so that's a benefit there for Wes Carter on the attacking air, and they get the lead within one. 23-22, Williams on the serve. Trying to get to Atkins again, hits the back row. Stevens over to Stone. Off-balanced hit, but able to keep it going. Free ball over Greenup County. Stevens gets it to Duncan to Nip. And just about gets it down, but dug out by Stevens. Cross courts it, and they're going to say that is inbounds. And that is going to be match point for Greenup County. As the bench thought that was out of bounds, line judge called it in. And so 24-21, Greenup County with match point number one. Popped up by James. Wes Carter has to be perfect from here on out. James gets it. Greenup County pops it up. Tries to dump it over. Good dig out by Duncan. Stevens. Atkins with the set. Tries to get it, and that's into the net. Attacking air by Zapp keeps Wes Carter alive, and so 23-24. As we said, Wes Carter's got to be perfect here to at least get themselves a little bit of breathing room. 1 point from Greenup or one mistake from West will cost them the match. Atkins with the swing, and that's going to sail out of bounds. And so now Wes Carter can take a sigh of relief, as now it is the first team to get a 2-point lead. So we're heading into some extra volleyball with Alyssa Stone back on the serve for Wes Carter. Popped up Greenup County, tries to get it up to the front, pushed over. Good one-handed by Stone, and that's going to be Fannin pushes over and off the block. And so Greenup County has got set point number two at 25-24. As we said, it's got to be got a lead by two. And Lakin Russell back in for Greenup County. And Carly Fannin back to serve for the Lady Musketeers. And it's going to be timeout Wes Carter. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching volleyball here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The fall and winter just around the corner. Make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember,
hate to cut the commercial short, but here we are at match point number two for Greenup County. Good dig there by Williams to keep Wes Carter in this. Gets it over on the left-hand side, and that is going to be match point as Jesse Zaff puts that away for Greenup County. And so your final score here this afternoon is going to be Greenup 3, Wes Carter 1, as Wes Carter falls to 6-3 on the season. Had a chance there in that second set, but couldn't just put enough together to get things rolling. Of course, our box scoring that we had on there this afternoon, as we said, Greenup wins 3-1. In the first set, Greenup County defeated West Carter 25-20. And then in the second set, Greenup County defeated West Carter again 25-19. West Carter turned up the temperature and stepped on the gas a little bit, easily defeating Greenup County in the third set 25-12, and then a neck-and-neck battle all the way to the end, and Greenup County squeaks out to the victory 26-24. And so Greenup County improves to 4-6 on the season as West Carter drops to 6-3 on the season. A tough game and tough match to go there. It could have been either way most of the night. For either of these teams, as it was a back-and-forth battle, especially in that last set. Somebody obviously has to lose out there, and but you hate on a tight game like that for something to happen like that. And so West Carter drops a heartbreak here this afternoon, but hoping to pick things back up again next week. Of course, this is only the second game since the 1 week break that West Carter has had. So within 3 days, this being the fourth day, they've had 2 games and 2 practices. So as we said, West Carter drops this one and falls to 6-3. They will be playing against Fairview on the 13th, and that will be Monday. That'll be a game that we'll have here on Manta Sports Media. And then they'll be traveling to Russell on September 14th, and I'm sure you can catch that game at the Greenup County Beacon. And then they have Fleming County coming in on September 16th, but we're going to be covering some girls soccer that night, as it is the senior night for the West Carter girls soccer team. And we'll get those events all up on the Facebook page for you. Of course, our big game going to be happening on tomorrow night, as it's going to be the battle for the barrel, West Carter versus East Carter at East Carter. For the Musketeers, they do improve to 4-6 on the season. They're going to be away at Lewis County for a district matchup on Tuesday before coming back on Thursday and playing taking on Menifee County at home. But as we said, tomorrow night, big night for Carter County, as this is the game that everybody waits for all season. We'll see if Jackson Bond's going to be able to get back. That was his goal, was to try to make it here before the East Carter game, especially his senior year, trying to try to get back into the season after coming off of a ACL tear during the basketball season against Johnson Central. But the 1-1 West Carter Comets will be taking on the 2-1 East Carter Raiders tomorrow night. 7:30 kickoff will be pregame at 7:15. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here today, both on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that you keep up with our Facebook page. Make sure you like our Facebook page, or if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our, hit the little subscribe and hit the little bell so that you always are notified for great 16th Region sports action. So for Jeff the Mantis Irwin, thank you for tuning in today. God bless you all, and we will see you all again tomorrow for the Battle of the Barrel, West Carter at East Carter. Your final score again here once again tonight, Greenup County 3, West Carter 1. So good night, everybody. Be safe, and God bless you all.